Hi there, good morning, happy Friday. Just readjusting as we come in to our mat space this morning. Happy Friday. Hope everyone is doing fantastic today. We have a beautiful day on tap here in New York, so I hope wherever you're joining us from, whether it's live or on demand, you're having a beautiful, beautiful day as well. I don't know about you, but it is allergy season here, so I may sound a little like I always say. May sound like I sound like I'm under a bubble or I'm talking in a bubble or underwater. So, how are the bodies feeling today? You feeling a bit tired? Are you feeling a bit stiff? A little bit sore? Just kind of notice how you're feeling. Maybe give yourself some movement as we settle into our Friday morning practice. So today, it's all going to be about the upper body today. If you have been in some of my in-person classes this week, which obviously a lot of you have not, there was a lot of work on the core this week. So the core is really what holds us up, right? It is what keeps us together. So we're going to be working on our upper body because I know I'm guilty of it too. I kind of roll over my devices. We do a lot of repetitive movement. If we sit at a desk and we work in an office, we're either on the computer, mouse, phone. So it's all going to be about upper body today. No big sun salutations or kicking the legs or anything today. So this week we're going to be working on upper body. Next week we're going to be focusing on the lower body. So that's what we're going to do today. You can always take these practices. You can add this into a practice. You can do it on your own. You can do whatever you want to do. As always, it is your practice. So let's get started. And I am apologizing from the very start if I sneeze through this. Just took my Zyrtec. So let's come into a nice, comfortable seated position. Remember, we do these things live. One take, and we also keep it nice and short because we want to make sure these practices fit into your life. So just come into a nice, comfortable, seated position. Give yourself a few breaths. Maybe gently close your eyes and just settle in. And as always, if you have a favorite yoga playlist you'd like to listen to, you're welcome to. Just take one more deep breath in. Exhale it out. And again, just give yourself whatever movement you need this morning. So I spent this morning kind of running around doing, those morning things that we do when we first wake up. And as I settled in, I have the windows open and I hear the birds chirping. So isn't that a beautiful soundtrack for my practice today? Let's take a deep inhale and let's lift the arms up to the sky. Really reach, say good morning. And then we're going to bring our hands, we're going to interlace our fingers and we're going to bring them right in front of us. Remember which pinky is out on the outside. So for me, my right pinky is on the outside of my hands. Let's take a deep inhale in, and as you exhale, start to make a figure 8 with your wrists. Try not to move your arms too much. So we don't want to do this, although if this is where you're at today, it's perfect. But try to keep the movement small and work on those wrists. Just kind of say good morning. You're not really used to working like this. As you take another deep breath in and out, focusing on this, we'll gently bring the hands down to center. Take an inhale in. Let's lift the arms up. This time as you exhale, bring the opposite hand so that opposite pinky is in front of your hand. Take a deep inhale in, and as you exhale, start to give yourself those little figure 8s in front of you. So I'm keeping my movements nice and small. Depending on how tight your shoulders, your wrists, and your arms are, you might need to give yourself a little bit more movement, whatever feels good for you. I taught a few extra classes this week, so yeah, this feels good after those extra downward dogs that I had to do. And then we'll gently lower the hands down, lift the arms all the way up one more time. And as we exhale, just shake it out. And while you're here, maybe you're shaking off your week. What happened this week? We're coming into the weekend, right? Let's take one more inhale and reach up to the sky. We're going to hold the palms together as you bring them in front of your hands, coming into your prayer. Take a deep inhale in. So as we inhale, we lift up. And as you exhale, turn your hands out away from you and lower them towards the floor. Ow, we're not used to this, right? Inhale, let's bring them back up to center. Exhale, let's point those hands back down to the floor. Can you feel those wrists? As you inhale, bring them back up. We've got 3 more. I know you can do this. Take an inhale in. Exhale, just lower the hands down towards the floor. Inhale, reach them up. So this isn't something you may have done a lot. As you inhale and exhale, we'll do our last 2. So if you're only here, that's okay. You just need to start working those wrist muscles. That's all we're doing. There's little muscles in our wrist too. They need to be worked out too, and not just on the phone, not just on the computer. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, let's release it again. Shake it out. It's a nice way to release some nervous tension too. And maybe there might be something in your head going on right now that says, oh my God, I can't do this. This is actually hard. Remember, our mind is hardwired to be comfortable. We're going to take both hands. Give yourself a nice big 5. Really reach and engage the fingertips. This is an easy one. We're going to take a deep inhale in. As we inhale, extend. Exhale, make tight little fists with your hands. We're going to do 10 of these. So that was 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, shake it out. Get the energy going. Yeah, doesn't that feel good? We don't always do that. If you're like me, you might just crack your knuckles when your hands feel a little tight. Let's come on down onto our tabletop. Even though this is an upper body practice, what do you need to do? Do you need to wake the spine up? Give yourself some movement. You know, I love to imagine that we're in that barrel and we're just covering the entire barrel. As you take an inhale in, start to walk your hands out just a little bit in front of you. Oh, my voice really went up high there. We're coming into a half plank. So it's easy to come into this and be like, yeah, okay, I'm in my half plank. Can you bring those shoulders over your wrists coming into your half plank? Take a deep inhale in. As you exhale, start to lower the hips down towards the mat, coming into your cobra. Very high cobra over here. Take an inhale in. Start to reach up to the sky. Use that arm strength. And as you exhale, come into your child's pose. Inhale. Let's come back up into that half plank. If this feels good, stay here. Maybe this is your strength today. If you're feeling a little bit more powerful today, tuck those right toes, lift that knee up, lift that left knee up, come into your plank. Who feels that core working? Take a deep inhale in. As you exhale, come into your downward facing dog. Give yourself whatever movement you need. Good morning. So if this is your first movement of the day, of course, do whatever you need to do to say good morning to yourself. Our Wednesday night class, we were all making snap, crackle, pop. As you take an inhale in, let's come back into our child's pose. and give yourself a nice stretch. This is also a perfect time as I come up, so I'm not talking into the mat. This is a perfect time to give your wrists a little bit of those rolls so we know what's going on in here, right? Just kind of shake it out one more time. We're going to do this one more time. So take an inhale in. Let's come into our tabletop. Walk those hands out as far as you can. Take a deep inhale in as you exhale. Bring the shoulders over the wrist, coming into your half plank. Inhale, exhale, come into your child's pose. Inhale, come into either your half plank or maybe you're feeling a full plank this morning. Inhale, exhale, come into your downward facing dog. Take a breath, do whatever you need to do before we take that inhale in. Exhale, let's drop the knees down to the mat. Take an inhale in, exhale, come into your child's pose. So coming into our nice first little flow. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale, lower the hips down, coming into your upward cobra or upward dog if you feel it. Take a deep inhale in, exhale, come into your child's pose. Tuck your toes, come into your downward facing dog. Again, this should feel really nice. Take one more deep breath in, and as you exhale, come back into your child's pose, noticing how this feels for you. So if you are facing the front of the mat, which is your short end of the mat, I invite you to stay there, or you can turn your mat around. Eventually, we're going to be facing the long side, but you should be okay still facing the front. So you'll see me from the side as I'm doing this. And we're going to inhale, come up into our tabletop. Take an inhale in as you exhale, kick that right foot out. Let's keep it center with our hips. Let's lift up through our chest. You don't need to lock your elbows, but engage the arms as you take an inhale in. Let's reach the left hand out. So remember, as we inhale, we expand. Exhale, contract. So take that inhale in. Exhale, bring your knee and elbow into your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Little bird dog. Say hello to your core as you inhale, expand. Exhale. Bring everything in. I almost tipped over. Let's do one more extension. Let's lower down into our tabletop. Inhale your hands to your knees. And I'm going to face forward. We're going to kick the right leg out. Maybe bring that left knee in just a little bit. Let's take an inhale, and we're going to keep this right hand on your leg. Inhale the left arm up, and as you exhale, come over to the side. So that right leg is stretched out. We're going to get a nice stretch down the other side of our body. Just because we're working on our upper body doesn't mean we forget about our spine. Take a deep inhale in. Let's come up to center. As you exhale, lower the left hand down. We're going to start by lifting the right arm up. Reach those hands up to the sky, and now lift the right leg up, coming into a supported half moon. Don't collapse into that shoulder, elbow, left elbow. Just reach up, extend. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, come back into your tabletop. Let's inhale. Let's kick the left leg out. So again, we're keeping it hip height. Let's lift that right arm up. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, bring that knee and elbow into your chest. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, remember we're squeezing all the air out. Inhale, expand. Exhale, kick it out. Inhale, expand. Let's gently come back to our tabletop. We're going to bring that left foot around. I'm going to come around the other side so you're seeing what I'm doing. You're not looking at my backside. Let's bring the left hand onto that left foot or left leg. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Take that inhale in as you exhale, come over to the other side. Get that beautiful stretch. I will admit, most Fridays, this is my first bit of movement. When I practice with you, I'm already feeling nice and open. Let's take an inhale in. Let's bring the body up. Let's lower the right hand down to the mat. Lift the left arm up to the sky. So we're starting in a supported extended side angle, maybe a supported side plank, whatever you feel comfortable with, without collapsing into that arm, that right arm onto the mat, engaging, all right? We have a nice long rubber band that we're engaging. Let's lift the left arm up, looking up at that left thumb. Getting a beautiful bit of muscle and engagement. If you notice, I'm wobbling. We're getting stronger as you wobble. Take a deep inhale in as you exhale. Slower everything down. Is there any movement your body is asking for? Before we come into a nice, easy seat. Did you build heat already? I know I've built heat. Let's inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Remember what we did, right? We had our hands in front of us as we clasped them in front of us. Take a deep inhale in as you exhale. Start to make that figure 8 with your wrists again. We were on our wrists a lot today. So just give yourself a few bit of movement. Is there a little less snap, crackle, pop? This is great to do after, if you're doing a power class or a very intense vinyasa class with a lot of downward dogs, a lot of vinyasas in it. This is great to do afterwards. Let's lower the hands out. As you inhale, let's reach them up. Exhale. Remember which finger was on the outside before? Use the opposite one. As you start to give yourself those wrist circles, going the other way. So I know mine are cracking a lot less than they did before. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, maybe you want to shake it out a little bit. As you inhale, let's lift the arms up. Let's interlace the fingers, reach them up to the sky. Good morning. Reach up on both sides. As you exhale, let's lower the hands in front of you. About chest high. Keep those hands in front of you. Reach out like you're trying to touch the screen. And as you're reaching out to touch the screen, I am pulling your back all the way. I'm going to the back wall of the fish tank, bringing that chin into your heart, coming into a seated cat. As you inhale, let's bring the body back up. Good morning. Take a nice inhale in. As you exhale, let's come over to the right. Give yourself that nice stretch. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, come over to the left. Let's take one more deep inhale in, reach up. Exhale, let's lower the hands down to our knees, or maybe you would like to make a little mudra. And again, I always like to practice. I make a little bowl or cup or some kind of vessel at the bottom of my, at the base of my spine as I move myself closer. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Give yourself about 3 or 5 deep breaths. Notice how your body's feeling this morning. Take one more deep inhale in. Exhale, release it, let it go. If your eyes were closed, you can gently start to flutter your eyelids open. We bring our hands to our hearts, taking a deep inhale in. Seal your practice in whatever way you would like to seal your practice this morning. I thank you, as always, for joining me for this quick little practice every Friday morning. I thank you for joining me because not only are we here together practicing virtually. It also gets me up and going. So thank you for keeping me true to my mat. So I thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. For those of you who are local, I am teaching at the Studio Collective in Babylon tomorrow morning, and also Babylon Bar in Lindenhurst on Sunday. We got some great things coming up next week. It is going to be International Dance Day. So we've got something fantastic coming up for you dancers next week. And of course, any questions, always reach out. And I look forward to seeing you. Have a great rest of the day, everybody, and a great weekend. Bye now.